Shanti, Shanti, Om 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 Shanti, Shanti, Sato ma sat kamaya. Tamaso ma joy tir kamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Sato ma sat kamaya. Tamaso ma joy tir gamaya. Mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Om. 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 Shanti Shanti This body Shanti Shanti Om Shanti Shanti Om Shanti Shanti.
Meow. Goedemorgen. All right. So, good morning and welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Fleur, teaching this class today. Is there anyone who is here for the first time today? Yeah, we spoke already. No, okay. So, just so that you know, this is in general a set sequence and structure. Just follow along however you can and go to your child's pose, resting pose. This counts for everyone if you feel like, whoa, it's too much. Yeah. Let's start by taking the top of the thumb and index finger together, letting the hands rest down on your legs, allowing the gaze to soften. And then closing your eyes whenever you feel ready for that. And if it feels too challenging at this moment to keep your eyes closed, then just focus to the top of your nose or maybe down towards the floor. Now yoga begins. And of course, it's always now. So nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to happen first. For you to just be present here. And we start by joining the hands at the heart center. Feeling your thumbs connected to the heart. We breathe out together. Slow deep breath in, 3 times Om. Take a moment to bow your head towards the heart. You can form an intention for the practice, or maybe you dedicate your practice. Something that feels relevant to help you stay present on the mat with yourself. And from there, whenever you are ready, just opening up your eyes and taking the hands down. Shaking your legs out to the front. And then also take your block to the front of your mat so we can use it for standing postures later on. Now we're gonna cross the other leg forward. From there, interlock your fingers and take your hand palms to face straight up to the ceiling, stretching yourself all the way out. Maybe take your shoulders up as well. Just reach it out. And then coming a bit to the right side and feel your left hip super heavy, grounding down. Take a deep breath in towards chest, opening up. And breathe out, feel your left hip heavy. Coming to the left side all the way up. And exhale the right hip heavy, softening shoulders and your forehead. Taking another deep breath in and breathe it out. Now draw small circles in the upper back, the chest, keeping your arms long and reach through the fingers, reach through the palms all the way up. And going in the other direction. See if you can open up in the chest. Feel a stretch in the upper back between the shoulder blades. Drawing one more circle here. And then coming up to the middle, reaching both arms up, reach through the fingers, and then twisting to the right side. Now press down to lengthen in the spine, and breathe out to soften in the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Inhale to the chest, opening up in the chest, and breathe it out. 1 more breath in, feeling the length in the spine, and breathe it out. Back to the middle, both arms up, reaching through the fingers. Feel your hands, your fingers, and exhale to the left side. Breathing in to lengthen in the spine, and breathe out to soften the shoulders. And then 2 more breaths, feeling your knees heavy. Breathe it out. 1 more breath in, relaxing the jaw, and breathe it out. As you come back to the middle, reach up through the fingers, and then come forward for a hands and knees position, spreading your fingers wide, taking a moment, feeling the knees underneath the hips, and then press underneath the base of your index fingers. Exhale and round the back, dropping the head down, relax the neck. Inhale, drop the belly to arch the spine, opening up. Exhale, engage the belly, rounding, rounding. Inhale, dropping belly, opening up chest. Exhale to round. Last one. Inhale to open up. And exhale to round. Parallel to the floor, feeling the neck long, feeling the belly engage, and tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog to stretch it out. Stay still or bend and straighten one leg at a time. Saying hello to the hamstrings, waking up. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale and open up your mouth wide. Inhale forward to a high push-up plank, strong in the legs. And exhale all the way down to the floor. Pubic bone and chest, point your toes back. Inhale, lift the chest in cobra. On your exhale, come down and tuck your toes, hands and knees, to downward facing dog. Stretch it out and breathe it out. Take one breath in and one breath out. Right leg, as you inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, swing it forward between the hands. Left foot forward, inhale, lift the chest flat back. And exhale, come down, bend the knees, hook your thumbs. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch it out. And exhale, hands at the heart center. Circle arms as you inhale. And exhale, fold forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, step the left foot far back. Inhale, hips down, open up the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths in. And breathe it out. 2 more breaths. And breathe it out. 1 more breath and breathe it out. Inhale, come forward to a high push-up plank and exhale all the way down to the floor. Point your toes, inhale for cobra and exhale down, tuck your toes. Hands and knees to downward facing dog, stretch it out, breathe it out. 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Left leg, inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, swing it all the way forward between the hands. Right foot forward, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down, bend the knees and hook your thumbs. Inhale all the way up, stretch it out. And exhale, hands at the heart center, other side. Inhale, circle arms up. And exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, right foot all the way back. Inhale, hips down, open the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. In and out. 2 more in. Breathe it out. Stay with the breath. 1 more breath. Exhale. Come forward. Inhale forward to a high push-up plank. And exhale all the way down to the floor. Point your toes. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, coming down, tuck the toes, hands and knees to downward facing dog. Stretch it out. 1 more breath in. And breathe it out. Inhale the right leg up. And exhale, swing your foot forward between the hands. Inhale, left foot forward, lift the chest flat back. Exhale, down, bend the knees and hook your thumbs. Inhale up, stretch it out. And exhale, hands at the heart center. Inhale, circle arms up. And exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. And now downward facing dog, stepping back. 3 breaths in. And out. 2 more in. And breathe it out. 1 breath in. And out. Coming forward to a high push-up plank. And this time low plank, just above the floor. Elbows to the ribs. Now use your toes. Roll forward and up. Upward facing dog. Knees are off the floor. Arms and legs straight. Back to downward facing dog as you breathe it out. 1 breath. Inhale. And exhale. Left leg. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, swing it forward between the hands. Right foot forward. Inhale, lift the chest, flat back. Exhale, down, bend the knees and hook your thumbs. Inhale all the way up, stretch it out. And exhale, hands at the heart center. Inhale, circle arms up. And exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. Downward facing dog, stepping back for 2 breaths. In and out. 1 more in. And out. Inhale forward, high push-up plank. And exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath in. And breathe it out. Right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, swing forward between the hands. Left foot forward, inhale, lift the chest, flat back. Exhale, come down, bend the knees and hook your thumbs. Inhale all the way up, stretch it out. And exhale, hands at the heart center, last round. Inhale, circle arms up. And exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Breathing in 1, breathe it out. Breathing in 2, and breathe it out. Right leg, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, swing your foot forward between the hands for Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms up. Reaching your arms up. Settle into the posture. Left leg super strong and straight behind you. Bending deeply in the right knee. And feeling your hands, your fingers, even participating in the practice. Breathe it out. Inhale, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Exhale for 1 breath. In and out. Other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, swing it forward between the hands. Rising up in your arms for Anjaneyasana. And then engaging in the belly. Drawing the left hip back. As you reach through the arms, through the fingers. Breathe it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. For the last breath in. And exhale. Vinyasa. Inhale, hands to the floor, high push-up plank. Exhale, low plank just above the floor. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in through the nose. And then exhale, open up your mouth wide. And from here, walk your feet to the front of your mat. Then step your feet hip width, bending the knees deeply. Deeply so that the belly can rest on the thighs. Drop the head down, relax the neck. And then your choice, holding onto your opposite elbow or maybe interlock fingers behind your back and start straightening the legs. So any arm variation, and you start to straighten the legs. Feel your head heavy, so heavy that the neck is relaxed. Uttanasana. Relaxing the toes. Taking your weight slightly forward. Still breathing. And shake the whole thing out. Shake your head out. Yes, no. Maybe also flutter the lips. Like. And from there, maybe swinging from left to right. And then come to roll up the spine. Rolling up. Keeping your chin to the chest. Once you are up with your shoulders back. And take your hands into your hips and step your feet wide to face the puja wall, facing this wall, the toes slightly facing in. Taking your hands onto the hips. And with your legs straight and strong, you can take a bit more space between your feet. Yeah, so it's like the wrists and the ankles are in the same distance. And then from there we come forward halfway. Feeling your neck long. Maybe sound effect in the hips. And from there coming further forward. Sticking your hands on the floor, maybe on your ankles. Coming for your forward folding variation. Prasarita Parattanasana. Toes slightly facing in. Lower belly drawing in and up to the spine. Staying with your breath. One more breath. The jaw can stay relaxed. And breathe it out. Now bring your hands back into your hips. And then your crown of the head is leading up to the sky. Coming all the way up. Rising up. Crown of the head is leading. And soften the shoulders. Yeah, nice. Now come for warrior 2. So the toes pointing to the front of your mat. Bend your front knee and extend your arms forward and back. And then be strong in the belly. And a big step forward, feet together, hands together on your next inhale or exhale. Yeah, hands to the hips, stepping the left foot back, coming for Parshvattanasana. So one more standing forward. Holding position with the right hip slightly coming back. Yeah, so the There you go. If you feel a bit wobbly, take your feet a bit wider. You have more space to come and stand then. The left toe slightly facing out to the side. And then either coming for the hidden namaskar behind your back. If that one is not available this Friday afternoon, just hold on to your opposite elbow because it also gives this openness in the chest. Alright, so as we come forward to keep the hips square, we move the right hip a bit further back. Moving forward. And all the way forward with the right eye in line with the right leg. Still breathing. One more breath here. Relaxing the jaw, relax the tongue in the mouth. Now press your feet down and inhale, come all the way up. Rise up with the crown of the head, coming all the way up. And then bend your front knee and step forward. Release your arms, release the wrist if you came for the hidden namaskar. And then taking your hands into the hips to step the right foot back. Left hip coming back. If you were holding onto your elbows, do it the other way this time. And then coming forward, but draw the left hip back. And as you come forward halfway, feel that the right foot is still rooting down. Fold all the way forward. Keep the left eye in line with the left leg. Saying hello to the hamstrings. Keeping your neck in line with the spine or drop your head down. That's it. So soft in the neck. Last breath here. Breathing out. And then coming up. Crown of the head is leading up to the sky. And from there, bend your left knee and step forward. Step your feet together. And from there, maybe just shake it out so we can come for Surya Namaskar, be with the warrior positiones. So the hand palms are facing forward in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feeling your feet grounded. Feeling the crown of the head lifting and lengthening up. And then breathe it out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Circle your arms up, inhale. And exhale, fold it forwards and down.
I'd like to return to
Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, low plank, step or jump.
perhaps
Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra.
in all
And exhale to downward facing dog. 2 breaths in. Breathe it out. 1 more in. And breathe it out. Right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, swing forward for warrior 1. Left heel comes down. Rise up in your arms and sit deep. Press that left foot down, even the outside of the left foot. Breathe it out. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Bending deep in your right knee. 1 more breath in and exhale. Open it up for warrior 2. Feeling the crown of the head in line with the neck, the tailbone. Breathing, breathing out. 1 more breath. Exhale. That's it. Inhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog or vinyasa. Breathing in. Breath out. 1 more breath in. And breathe it out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, swing forward between your hands. Right heel comes down for warrior 1. Rise up in your arms. Sit deep, bending in that left knee. Breathe it out. 2 more breaths. Exhale for 1 more breath. And then exhale, open up warrior 2. Relaxing the shoulders. Soft in the jaw. Breathing in now. Breathing out. 1 more breath. In and out. Inhale, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog, maybe vinyasa. So checking in with your energy and your breath and the heat in the body. Whether you join that vinyasa or you skip it. Breathe it out. Keep your hands where they are. 1 more breath in Breathe it out. Inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump, feet between your hands. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, come down, bend the knees, fingertips to the floor, arms up in chair pose. Sit deep, sit back, reach for your arms, really feel it. Breathe it out. Straighten the legs as you inhale, looking up, hands together. And exhale, hands at the heart center. Inhale, circle arms up. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, low plank or downward facing dog. If you go to the low plank, then move through the vinyasa. Breathe it out. Relaxing the face. Spread the fingers wide. One breath in and one breath out. Right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, swing forward for warrior one. Left heel down, rise up in your arms. Breathe it out. Breathing in and out. One more breath. And then exhale, open up for warrior two. Breathing in, bending the right knee deeply. Exhale. One more breath. And breathe it out. Right hand palm coming up for peaceful warrior. And as you go back, make sure you are not hanging in the lower back. Keep the belly engaged. And stretch the whole right side of the torso for another breath. And then warrior two. Arms parallel to the floor. And now straighten the right leg. Triangle. Utthita Trikonasana, reaching forward. Right hand comes down. You maybe pick up your block. Take it on the outside of your leg. And then reaching your left arm up. So many places where we may feel this in the body. Maybe you also feel the stretch on the outside of the left hip. Taking another breath in. Then as you exhale, look down. Come up with your arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, warrior two, bending the right knee. Inhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog or vinyasa. See if you can keep your jaw relaxed. Your neck long. Breathe it out. One breath in and out. Left leg. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, swing forward, right heel down. Rise the arms. Breathe it out. Relaxing the jaw. Breathing out. One more breath in. Exhale, open it up for warrior two. Stay here for one more breath in. And breathe it out. Left hand palm coming up for peaceful warrior. As you come back, bend your left knee more forward, feeling that opposition. That's it. Breathe it out. Two more breaths here, staying engaged in the belly. One more breath in and out. Warrior two, arms parallel to the floor, belly engaged. Straighten the left leg, and as you inhale, reach forward. And exhale, take the left hand down, maybe pick up your block, and then open up in the chest. So when I say engage your belly, I don't mean to get rigid in your belly, but just engaging there, feeling if some muscles want to join the practice, helps you to keep the lower back safe. See if you can reach through the fingers without getting rigid in the fingers. That's it. One more breath in, press that right foot down. Exhale, look down, that's it, nice. Coming up, arms parallel to the floor. And then warrior two, bend your left knee. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog or vinyasa. Feeling your body. Feeling the breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale to come high on the toes. Exhale to bend your knees, look forward, step, maybe jump, feet between the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, coming down, bend the knees, fingertips to the floor. Arms coming up in chair pose, Utkatasana, squeezing the thighs together. Sit deep, sit back also. And then straighten it up, stretch it out. And exhale, taking the hands at the heart center. Inhale, circle arms up, feel your arms, your hands. Exhale, fold forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, low plank or downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. One breath in and one breath out. Warrior 1. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, swing it forward, left heel down. Inhale, rise up in the arms. Breathe it out. One breath in. And then exhale, open up for Warrior 2. One breath in. And breathe it out. Inhale, reach forward and take your right hand inside of the right foot. Left arm coming up. Maybe take your hand on a block and then press your arm to your leg to your arm to help you open up in the hip. As you press that left foot down, maybe take your left arm all the way over towards the middle of the studio. Kun je knie misschien wat dieper buigen? Yeah, that's it. Pressing that left foot down on the floor. Yeah. And then look down and come up for Warrior 2. Press from that right foot. And then the left hand onto the left hip. We come for the half moon, Ardha Chandra Asana. So look forward and shift your weight forward. You maybe want to use your block here. Take it underneath the right shoulder. And then see if you can imagine the whole back of the body placed against a wall. Flex your left foot. Maybe your left arm is coming up. Beautiful. Yeah. Still breathing. Flex that left foot. Now look down. All fingers pointing down to the floor. Level your hips. Bend your right knee. Step back, downward facing dog. One breath in. And out. Stay or one vinyasa forward as you wish. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Open the chest and heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in and one breath out. Other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, swing forward, right heel down. Rise up in the arms. Breathe it out. For one breath in. And then exhale, opening up for Warrior 2. Soften the toes and the shoulders. Reach it forward and take the left hand inside of your foot. Maybe use the block. Press your arm to your leg to your arm. Just try it. If you take your foot a bit more forward. So a bit more space between your front and back foot. There you go. And then maybe bend your left knee a little bit deeper. Maybe your right arm is coming all the way over to the middle of the studio. Press that right foot down. Relax the jaw, the face. Your next exhale, looking down and then coming up for Warrior 2. Press away from that wet left foot, Warrior 2. And then right hand, right hip. Look forward, go forward, shift your weight for the half moon as you make your way forward. Ardha Chandra Asana. So flexing that right foot, press that right foot into an imaginary wall behind you. There you go. Maybe the right arm is coming up. Opening up in the chest. You want to level the hips. And don't worry about falling out. You can always begin again. We start somewhere. Oh, and then looking down, fingertips to the floor, heel comes up, level the hips, bend your knees, step back to downward facing dog. A breath in through the nose, and exhale, open up your mouth wide. One more in through the nose. Exhale, open up the mouth wide. Now listen, bring the right leg up and step it forward between the hands. And now see if you can straighten the right leg a bit or a lot. So you maybe want to have your hands on the block. The right hip is drawing back. We're folding forwards. Maybe you straighten the right leg completely. Maybe it's a bit bent, but definitely there's some contact there with your hamstrings. Alright, so from here we're going to bend the right knee and take the right hand on the ankle. Now look forward so you can shift your weight forward and then that left leg can lift off the floor. Can you keep your hips square, parallel, so you're not opening up in the hip? So the leg is maybe lower than you thought or had hoped for. But just see what happens if you take your other hand to the ankle as well. And remember, if you fall out, don't worry, you can always begin again. Yeah, just begin again. Alright, bend your knee, hands to the floor, downward facing dog, stepping back. This is the last round, stay here, or maybe one more vinyasa. See what feels good, feels right for your energy and your body. And we come for the last side. As you inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, swing it forward between the hands, and then start straightening that left leg. Draw your left hip back. As you fold forwards, the left eye stays in line with the left leg. You can just take your fingertips or hands on the floor. Yeah, so a bit more support. Now move slowly. Left hand onto the left ankle. Look forward as you bend your knee. Shift your weight forward. And really feel your right foot up there. The more you feel your foot and it's not just bangling up there, it can help you actually for support. Both hands on the ankle, just give it a try. See where you are at this moment. And balance is just one moment. Still breathing though. Yeah. Whee! Hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Your choice to stay or one last vinyasa here. And in your downward facing dog, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, open up your mouth wide. Right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And bring your knee outside of your right hand on the floor for pigeon position. Walk your left toes behind you. As you look over the left shoulder, the left foot is in line with the left buttocks. Then we open up in the chest and weave forwards. Hands coming down. So if there's a pinching pain in the right knee, that's not what we're looking for. You can come for a variation of laying down on your back and then to thread the needle. But if you feel intense sensations in the hips, well, that's part of the deal. So the interesting part of making it yoga is the way we relate to what it is we feel, what we become aware of. And yoga suggests relate without any expectations. Because the moment we expect a particular result, sensation or experience, we're already tensed up. So be present with it, allowing sensations, emotions and thoughts to rise and to dissolve. Just like a wave of an ocean. Place yourself in the perspective of the ocean, that vastness, that unchanging, silent part. One more breath here. Then we come to roll up. Coming high on the fingertips. Lift your hips to take the left leg to the front so we can come for Janu Sirsasana. And taking your foot close to the hip. If you want to support your knee, you can always do that with a block. And then the left hand is coming behind you. Right arm is coming up. Yeah, Andres, just do your other leg first because we did the other leg with the other leg and then blah-dee-do-blah. Yeah, and then go forward. Both hands to the front, maybe on the foot, maybe on the leg, maybe on the floor. Your choice, maybe just feeling the weight of the head to drop down. Maybe feel the length in the spine, the neck, to reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. more breath here. And coming to roll up. From there, just pointing your toes to the back. Come for hands and knees position. Back to downward facing dog. And just take a moment here to feel the right and left side of the body. And probably notice the difference between how the downward facing dog felt in the beginning of the practice. And then we come for the other side. As you inhale, lift your left leg up. Bending your knee, take it outside of the left hand on the floor. No expectations, it might feel quite different on this side. Walking the toes behind you. Right leg is kind of parallel to the length of your mat. Open up the chest, making your way forward. So the left hip or the left knee in this position is at least a little bit outside of the left hip. So the stretch is on the left outer hip. Mainly, at least. Well, yes, there are many more places where you might also feel this in the body. Energetically, the left hip is drawing back, and the right hip is drawing down towards the floor. So it's all just a direction. So even though we stay still in a position, it's never still in the sense of no movement at all, not getting rigid. And definitely internally there is so much happening. Just allowing yourself to breathe with that all. Last few breaths here. Coming to roll up. Coming high on your fingertips, and then take your right leg to the front. Coming for the other side, Janusirsasana. And again, maybe taking a block underneath the left knee. You can always use support. Checking in with your body. Right hand behind you, left arm coming up, and then reaching forward. Reach away from the fingertips, press the fingers down, reach fingers forward. And coming forward, maybe using the belt. And if you use the belt, see if you can keep your arms straight, so there is no tension building in the upper arms and shoulders. No need to bounce into it. Just see if bit by bit you can fold and surrender, so it's a bit more of a more gentle quality of relating to the body. I'm coming for 2 more breaths here. Maybe breathing into the chest and the upper back. And breathe it out. Taking 1 more breath here. Soften the shoulders as you exhale. And then coming to roll up. And coming to sit. Here we take the right leg in, so you bend both knees. Taking your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Interlock your fingers. Take them around the toes. Maybe the hips and the feet come closer together, or you come to sit on a block because it helps to make that tilt in the hips. And from there, see if first you can feel a little length in the spine, and the neck, and the jaw is relaxed. I think it's quite nice to stay with this one upright, but we stay just for a few breaths, and if for you and your body feels more appropriate to come forward, that is also an option. So wherever you are, deepen and lengthen your breath. See if you can relax in the jaw and soften the space between your eyebrows. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. And from there, just coming up if you can forward. You can keep the block if you were sitting on one, or you can take it away, but we come for Paschimottanasana, so for this one also can be quite nice to have that tilt in the hips. Reaching your arms up and then taking your way forward. Hips a little bit from left to right, removing flesh away from underneath, folding forwards as we take 5 breaths in Paschimottanasana. Oh, we get a little bit of smoke into the dust, yeah. No, I'm thinking a bit more like in the theater you have like this smoke, you know, sometimes, but yeah, it's dust here. But, well, we can imagine, you know. Okay, 3 more breaths. Breathe it out. Breathing into your back. Breathing out. And then breathing into the back and the hamstrings, the whole back side of your body. Breathe it out. And then we come to slowly roll up the spine. If you were sitting on something, remove it now. And then step your feet on the floor, take your hands behind you. Fingers are pointing forward. From here you straighten your arms and open up in the chest. Stay here or lift your hips. From there let your head drop back. We take 3 breaths through the nose. Exhale to open up in your mouth. 2 more, lifting hips if they're up. And exhale, open up mouth. Once more, lift and open the chest. And exhale, open up the mouth. From there, chin to the chest. And if your hips were up, go ahead and take them down. From there, take your left leg forward and step your right foot over for a twist. Right hand behind you. And the left arm coming up. You had the right leg, Andres, yeah, but just open up to the right side. What? So that direction. Yeah. And then wrapping your arm around the knee. Ardha Matsyendrasana. 3 breaths. Inhale to the chest, the upper back. Breathe out, soften shoulders. 2 more breaths. Breathe it out. Lengthening the neck and spine. And breathe it out. Stop holding your leg and gently open up to the left side for 1 breath as you lift up in the chest. And coming back to the middle to change legs. Taking the left knee in and step your foot over. Left hand behind you, right arm coming up. Andere knie komt omhoog. Ja, het is altijd met die twist even een beetje van ja, en dan ga je die kant op. So, right arm comes around the left knee. Yeah. Now, as you take your knee into your chest, at the same time, press your knee into your arm or your hand. 2 more breaths. Breathe it out. So not only the knee comes into the chest, the knee is also moving away from the chest. And then from there, coming out, back to the middle to open up to the right side, lifting the chest. And back to the front, feet pointing to the back, come for hands and knees. And downward facing dog. And then on your inhale, coming forward to a high push-up plank. And exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Point your toes back and press your feet down, reach your arms back. Press your pubic bone down, or think of your hips, press them down to lift up in the chest. So stay active in the legs, pressing the feet down to lift in the chest. Relaxing the jaw though. One more breath as you lift and lengthen. And exhale, come down with the right ear to the floor, heels out to the side. And bring your forehead on the floor. This time we take the chest and the legs off the floor. Reach through the fingers back, lift your chest, lift your legs off the floor. And see how it feels in the back. If you want more challenge, take your feet together. If it feels compromised in the lower back, then you take your feet wider. Salabhasana, feeling the lift in the chest and the legs. Everything up and long. And then coming down, taking your other ear to the floor, your heels out to the side, and maybe you move your hips a bit from left to right, releasing the lower back. And from there, bringing your forehead on the floor. Bend your knees and flex your feet, holding onto your ankles. And when ready, lifting up for Dhanurasana. Keeping your knees kind of hip width, opening up. Keep your feet flexed. Opening up in the chest for one more breath. And then lowering down, other ear to the floor, heels out to the side. And releasing the lower back. And coming for one more here. No expectations, just see how it feels the second time. Holding onto the ankles, keeping your knees kind of hip width. And press your ankles into the hands to lift up. Dhanurasana. That's it. One more breath here. And lowering down. Other ear to the floor, heels out to the side. And just relax. Taking your hands underneath the shoulders. And take your left hand in front of you, lift up the chest, thread the needle. Then you come to roll over, coming to lay down on your back. Make sure your block is close to you, bringing your fingers to your ankles. Maybe they touch the ankles, maybe not, it's not very important. It's just a direction, so your feet are kind of hip width. And lift your hips up and interlock your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders under so you can lift your hips even more up. Your chest is lifting up and in the direction of your face. And just feeling how you feel in the body now. Maybe you're gonna stay here. Maybe you feel super energized and open and flexible and enthusiastic to come into the full wheel. If that's you, then take your hands next to the ears and take the crown of the head on the floor. And from there, maybe reach on. Wait for a moment on this. Have you done this before? Yeah? You feel ready for it? Okay, good. Just checking. That's it. And if you came up, taking your chin to the chest, lowering down, stepping your feet a bit wider, let your as wide as the mat, and let your knees drop together. Just releasing the lower back, neutralizing the lower back. And then coming for a second variation. So you can do the same as you did just now. Or maybe you come just for the first part, which is the Setubandha Asana, and maybe you take a block underneath the hips and rest over it. Go ahead, step your feet hip width, fingertips towards your ankles, and then from there, lifting the hips up, interlock your fingers behind your back. Your choice, stay here or take a block underneath the hips, or come up for the full wheel. Wil je het eens proberen met mijn enkels vasthouden en dat ik je help om omhoog te komen? Ja? Dan breng je wel eerst, ja, hou je hand hier vast. Je houdt ze even vast, dan je heup omhoog. En dan kom je eerst eerst met je kruin, zoals je net ook deed. Ja, gewoon wat je net ook deed. Jawel, daar, dat zit. En nu ga je armen strekken. Omhoog ga je armen strekken. Deze kant. Hou je handen op mijn enkels. Dat zit. Ja. Blijf ademen. Sterk in je armen en je heupen omhoog. That's it. Kin naar je borst. Alright, coming down and gently taking your knees into the chest. Releasing lower back. Maybe drawing some circles there. And twist with your knees to the left side. take your feet a bit wider than the hips. Your hands are away from the hips. Hand palms facing up. Receiving benefits of the practice and being ready to share them, to offer them. Here, just allow yourself to rest. And this month in Svaha, we're focusing on poetry. I'd like to read you this poem by Rumi Mevlana. Come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times, come. Yet again, come. Now yoga begins. Gently begin to deepen your breath, feeling the movement in the belly and the chest as you deepen the breath. Bring back movement into your fingers and your toes. Maybe move your head from left left to right. Maybe stretch your arms overhead, stretching yourself all the way out. Keeping your eyes closed, or at least with a soft gaze, as you bend your knees, roll over to one side. And just keeping your attention inward for the last few moments. To then press yourself up. Coming to sit. And as you come to sit in the same position as the beginning of the practice, just checking in. Maybe noticing any shift, anything that feels different. Now yoga begins. So let's join hands at the heart center. Breathe out together. Deep breath in 3 times Om to close the practice. Opening up the eyes, the hand palms up, folding forwards. And maybe taking another breath, like a sigh that feels nice. That last sentence, Om Bolo Satguru